You did it. You hit the six-figure mark. $100,000 a year. For a long time, that number meant something. It meant safety. It meant breathing room. It meant you were finally ahead. But now,
Wow, look at that.
you look at your paycheck, $8,333 a month gross. Then taxes
What
hit,
is happening?
insurance
It's
hits,
getting smaller.
retirement
My
deductions
paycheck,
hit,
it's shrinking.
and suddenly that number shrinks. Then the mortgage hits, $3,000 for a starter home. Groceries are higher, gas is higher,
Initially, this seemed
everything
fine,
has
but the
a
weight of
monthly
these
fee.
deductions,
And you're
insurance,
sitting there
retirement,
wondering,
is
I did
crushing me.
everything right. So why do I still feel like I'm drowning? Because the rules changed. That's the part no one wants to say out loud. You are not crazy. You are not bad with money. And no, you are not imagining it. The game itself changed. Today, I'm going to show you the math the banks don't want you to see. I'm going to show you why 100K does not buy what it used to buy. Why inflation is not just a number on the news, but a stealth tax on your life. Why housing, healthcare, and education became a financial trap. Why subscriptions are draining your future one tiny charge at a time. And most important, what you need to do if you want to stop trading your time for a life that never quite feels secure. Let's start with the simplest comparison. Two people, same salary, different years. In 2019, a $100,000 income still felt like you had options. Not private jet money, not mansion money, but solid money. In many parts of America, it put you in a strong position, a position where saving felt possible, a position where middle class still felt like progress. Now, fast forward to 2026. Headline inflation is running at 3.3%. That doesn't sound catastrophic by itself, but then you look under the surface. Energy is up 12.5%. Gasoline is up nearly 19% over the year. And suddenly the number on the news stops feeling small. Because your life is not built on headline CPI. Your life is built on what you actually buy. Fuel, food, utilities, insurance, housing. This is the stealth tax. Not a tax voted on in Congress, but a tax collected silently. Inflation takes your money without ever sending you a bill. It just makes your paycheck worth less. Here's the blunt version. If you needed around $78,000 in 2019 to buy a certain lifestyle, you now need about $100,746 to buy that same lifestyle today. That means your six-figure income is not the flex it used to be. It is often just the updated price of staying in place. That is why people feel stuck. They think they failed, but often they didn't fail. Their dollars did. Now let's talk about the big three. The three costs that can break even a disciplined household. Housing, healthcare, and education. These are not luxury expenses. These are life expenses. Let's start with housing. Housing is where the math gets brutal. Since 2019, home prices have surged and affordability has been crushed. Reports show that households now need nearly $50,000 more in annual income just to afford the same median-priced home from a few years ago. Read that again. Not a little more, not a modest raise, nearly $50,000 more. Their wages moved, but the target moved faster. In reality, you aren't just buying a home. You are paying for a banking asset, a fee-loaded, interest-sensitive asset. You aren't just buying walls and a roof. You are buying leverage, interest, and insurance. Then there's healthcare, the bill that arrives when you're already stretched. It doesn't just cost money, it adds uncertainty. And uncertainty makes families live defensively. And education, you start your adult life already behind. Debt before income, pressure before opportunity. If it feels like you're carrying more than your parents carried, you probably are. When basic life gets turned into an asset class, the consumer gets squeezed. Now let's talk about the leak nobody notices, the subscription vampire. These charges look tiny, $10 here, $19 there. Individually, they feel harmless. Together, they are a system. We used to live in an economy built around ownership. You bought the thing, you owned the thing. End of story. Now we live in an economy of usership. You don't own the software, you rent access. In some cases, you don't even unlock your car's full features without a monthly plan. And that changes your financial life because every dollar you do not keep is a dollar that cannot compound. That is the real damage. These subscriptions quietly steal capital from your future. The system does not want one purchase. It wants a permanent claim on your paycheck.
This is the most important part of the video, so slow down and really hear this. You cannot work your way to wealth with a salary alone. A salary is labor. An asset is labor that got converted into capital and then learned how to earn without you standing there. That is the bridge. Labor to capital. If inflation keeps eating cash, then money sitting still becomes weak. So the mission changes. You stop asking, how do I earn more at my job? And you start asking, how do I turn today's labor into tomorrow's ownership? Wages pay the bills. Assets buy freedom. If you never build the second one, the first one will always feel like it's running uphill. So, what do we do now? Step 1, audit the micro drains. If a dollar leaves your account every month, it deserves a job description. If it has no mission, cut it. Step 2, pivot to hard assets. You need parts of your life tied to things that defend purchasing power. Real estate, value stocks, gold. The point is to own pieces of the world that inflation does not easily erase. Step 3, build a high-income skill outside your day job. In a world where costs move faster than comfort, one paycheck is too fragile. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly how it was designed. Money flows toward assets, toward ownership. You do not need to move faster than everyone. You just need to stop playing by rules that no longer exist. I'm Adams, and I'll see you in the next one.